All right, I've moved south of this farm here, which I think mistakenly in a couple of my previous videos called the Klingler farm, but it's the Klingel farm. I think that may be the Spangler farm over there towards Seminary Ridge. This is the direction that the Barksdale and Wilcox, and then further north would be Lang, that their brigades attacked from. But this is Battery K, 4th U.S. Artillery, aka Seeley's battery, no relation. That's the 11th New Jersey, and I think this was part of Humphreys' brigade, although I think the 11th New Jersey might have been part of Ward's brigade that was actually in the Peach Orchard, and they were put up here. They were sent up here to help protect Seeley's battery, but Seeley's battery had to beat a hasty retreat once the Confederate assault on this position started in earnest, and particularly once Barksdale's charge had broken Ward's brigade at the Peach Orchard and was sweeping this way, threatening to come around behind this battery. So Seeley pulled his guns back, and Turnbull's battery is just on the other side of the Klingel farm there, and he had to do the same thing and get their guns out of here as the position disintegrated. So we are closer to the Peach Orchard now. It's just right over there, and then you can see all these scattered monuments around here are going to be monuments from Ward's division. I'm not entirely sure where Ward's division stops and Humphreys starts. Ward was basically guarding the entire left corner of the Peach Orchard, and then I think also had guys that were back on the Stony Hill right there. That's Big Round Top, is the sort of peak over the trees, but in the foreground, before you get to Big Round Top, would be, and Little Round Top right there. This is going to be the Stony Hill and Roses Woods all along here, and on the other side of that is the Wheatfield. So just a little more exploration of the 3rd Corps position and Humphreys' line along the Emmitsburg Road, where it eventually runs up with well, it's either Ward or de Trobriand, whose division. Sometimes I get the divisions and the brigades mixed up. Humphreys had a division. I thought Ward had a division, but maybe Ward's brigade is what was guarding the Peach Orchard, and Ward's brigade was part of de Trobriand's division. So, because de Trobriand, I think, he was guarding the Devil's Den, the Stony Hill, Roses Woods, and this part of the Peach Orchard. And Sickles' line was just stretched too thin across too much ground. So, yeah. And you can see for a small corps like the 3rd Corps, which was missing an entire division, which was detached, that was Burling's, just too much ground to cover, and it's not, and too exposed a position with its flanks in the air. It's just not going to last.